Good evening and welcome to Diving Simulator in Other Waters. I forgot to start the game. Tudum. 22%, so we made 10% in our last stream. But it's the mid of the month, so I probably should pick up speed a little bit. Last thing we did is dying in the bloom by not having enough oxygen. Unfortunately, I don't know which of the samples provide oxygen. Looking for hints in the tooltip. Well, I don't think any of these are particularly known for creating air. Well, let's just go out and try to do it again, and better this time. Transitioning. Please wait. So we have to do all the clicking to the area again. Then we have to turn on our new super high-speed booster thingy. That's getting fueled with oxygen too. To cross these strong currents. Hi Eric. Yes, super high-speed booster propulsion thingy. So, this area with the floating pollen is the bloom, and inside the floating yellowish pollen, there's no air for me. Shit. I can use some spores to, like, create bubbles for me to travel in. But that's about it. And yeah, last time I just died by not having enough oxygen in this bottom area. And behind certain structures there's also air. Behind these straight lines you can see like a brighter green area. That's breathable air. And also at these spots I can collect the spores that I can place on the map that create supposedly some safe zones. So when I place something in between, temporarily the area gets cleared of the bad stuff, that's my understanding at least. So I try to... let's place it exactly at the zone. So also I sort of have to move quickly, I guess. Because my air is going down rapidly. Toxic waters. Among the green I see tiny blue flashes, occasionally flickering. Okay, there's a safe spot again. And now our oxygen is dangerously low. And it's even getting less as I'm standing here. I don't know, I guess I'm going to eat some of my samples to refuel the oxygen. I don't know. I'm certainly misunderstanding something about how all of this works. Okay, now this area looks clear. This didn't happen before. Maybe it just works when I place the bloom, the microbiota on that moving creature. By the way, I have to move. Oh, there's a big clear area. Trying to reach that real quick. Up ahead, a fizzing membrane of oxygenated water. Phew. Is this what allows the species here to survive this constant toxicity? Within the open structure of these nests, swarms of glinting particles form shifting shapes. Oh, my oxygen is still getting low. This is not good. Gotta get a sample of these crystal cylinders. These colonies do well to hold out against the bloom. The individual creatures seem to be able to digest the microbial Biobal Grove. We can use this. We should try deploying a colony to see if we can create our own safe zone inside this toxic flood. Nest workers. Tiny transparent creatures sampled from a woven nest. Okay. Within these swarms of bright creatures provide vital safe zones in the bloom. Let's start logging data on them. A burned out drone. A small construction drone from the base, corroded beyond use. What was Mine building out here? And silicate skeletons. The ornate domes and porous spheres of these skeletons glint with purity of their silica groves. These strange forms scattered around inside the bubble. Are these skeletons? They resemble radiolarians, but far bigger in scale. They are incredibly ornate. A colony of shattered domes laying in the silvery silt. What were these creatures? The sphere fragment brings a lot of air. But guess there was only one for me to collect. Okay, so let's try the creating of air. They make a fairly big dome. That's nice. But I don't have a lot of them. Well, this was badly calculated. Well, I'm barely inside the... not really. Toxic waters, I can't see nothing. And I don't wanna use my only sphere fragment. Ah! I should port home. I cannot port home, fuck. I don't want to lose it though. Let's eat some of the other things. And try to move quickly. There is another safe zone. I didn't expect this game to be so exciting at one point. Okay, gotta sample stuff. They didn't give a lot of air. Shit. That's it. Nesting creatures, like the nests themselves, which are woven from transparent threads, The bubbles which protect them also seem to have a delicate skin. Oh, there's a base, a way station. We can recharge our oxygen at the base station. Whew. With this active, we can call for retrieval all across the bloom. Useful when we run low on oxygen. Open the terminal and we can resupply. And see if Minae left any map data behind. Good, good. Terminal? Okay, I've got her logs here. A lot of trips back and forth between here and a laboratory? That means she must have set up a remote lab somewhere deeper in the bloom. She spent months making trips to it, ferrying some materials from elsewhere in the bloom to here, to there. She was studying something important to her. We have to find the lab. I log the coordinates on the dive map when we get back to the base. Okay, now that we are reoxygenated, we can collect some more samples. All toxic waterers. There's another creature. When active, these creatures feed directly on the microbial growth of the bloom, rapidly clearing a patch of oxygenated water. I have nothing to feed them right now, though. So we're now just going around the bloom, basically. The outside edge, I guess. New species logged. Bloom fan. I'm naming these bloom fans. When you finally get out of this place, I'll update space taxonomy logs. Sampling available. Yep, those are the things I can feed to the moving creatures that then clear a path for me. Metal debris. Abandoned base. And we died. basically our pilot went unconscious and got transported back to the base. Why is the link unavailable? Did we mess up? No, we didn't. It's just took a while. I was scared there for a moment. Let's check out the new info at the base. Hey, are you back with me? Good. I wanted to ask you about the bloom. I've been trying to understand what is causing it. It seems unlikely that we are looking at a stable ecosystem. It has to be a unique event. And yet creatures have rapidly and effectively adapted to these conditions. How is that possible? There's something we aren't seeing. Something Minae was investigating too. Do you think she knows something we don't? Yep. She has to. Maybe she's holed up in the lab mentioned in the map data, waiting for us. Let's find that lab. My theory, by the way, is that the bloom is caused by feeding on Minae's body. Okay. Let's get some new samples in. Oh, I first have to transfer the samples from this sample store. Why is the sphere fragment already crossed out, even though it says can't analyze it? No new entries in the log. I'm not reading the taxonomy on screen right now. Okay, let's head back out to the bloom. She wants us to go wait, we have to go all around here. So we're porting there and then we go around all the way down. Oof. And I guess we should pick up something on the right side of the bloom for the sample request too. This sample would mean going from the base though. Let's port here and go south. And I'm taking what I can from samples. They seem to replenish every time I go there. So this is good. I forgot what the nest workers are doing. As it makes these little clear bubbles, okay. I'm not even sure if being quick matters. Like, when does the oxygen go down? Only when I move, or when I stand still too? I think every time I move in... I'm not sure why that didn't do anything. The fragment should have created a big clear area for me. Shouldn't it? No! Those were the stuff I am supposed to eat, fuck. Creature! These strange little creatures are getting a big name. Beewolf bloom veins. What do you think? It made a nice little clear area for us. Well, I like it. Metal traces. Among the rocks, the twisted remains of some equipment, most likely brought here by Minae, lies oxidized and caked in growth. These microbial grooves seem big enough to log and sample. Let's see what they can tell us about this place. Well, I can't directly go to the creatures, and I'm not sure how logging will work. These bubbles form in the densest areas of Bloom Grove. They might be the best clue to what the bloom is made from. There's a sample candidate. Gotta hurry up because we're dying again. Sample. Bloom bubble. A bubble grove sampled. It doesn't have a lot of air for me. Yep, and we are out again. Bye bye. That's death number 3. Well, let's bring our knowledge back to the base then. We got these cool thingies. No, wrong button. Taxonomy updated. Alright. Let's see what it says about the blue bubble. It's not really mentioned. Huh. Oh, let's go back. Dive map. Any news in here? No. So we gotta redo all of our path. And maybe with less dying. So maybe I should try to stock up on samples. I have so many of these. I guess I don't need. I cannot. Well, I guess I can just put them out in the open. And then they're gone or something. And I collect more useful samples for my current situation. Well, the text wasn't lying when it said this is as far as we will go north. There's nothing beyond. Okay. Okay, never has been clicking points been so dangerous? Thrilling? Yes, more of these skeleton things. There was only one, okay. I can actually get quite quick with clicking. Okay, safe spot. Getting some samples. I forgot if these do something. Yeah, they make a big thing. The little ambient sounds. It sounds like insects. It's unsettling. New species logged. Bloom froth. We won't get much from observing this stuff. I've logged the species. Let's analyze the sample back at the base. They are dark green bubbles that form in the most dense areas of the bloom, where there's little current to provide water flow. Overgrown hole. Thick fibers of microbial growth cobweb this dark entrance into the central ridge. Let's descend and hope the water is clearer there. It is. Dense bubbles. Curved walls streaked with cascades of green bubbles, all glassy and sickly green in the light of the suit's headlamp. I would say bubbles we already had. Not much use for them yet. A metal seal. Corroded into the tunnel mouth, this seal is stuck fast. The only way in would be to cut straight through. We don't have anything to cut yet. Did Mina do this? It looks older. This has been here a long time. Yeah, it's like an underground spaceship, maybe? I hope we soon get the upgrade to cut things. Don't need more bubbles. Releasing some of the bubbles because I have no use for them. I want to collect these more useful thingies. We should be there soon. That's a point of interest. Toxic waters all around. I wonder how many different texts they have to describe rocks. And this game was made before ChatGPT. It must be so tiring to come up with all these texts. Oh, we are dying again. Nope, nope, nope. No dying on my shift. Research site. Through the screen I can see the skeleton of Minae's remote laboratory, as fractured and remote as Minae herself. And inside we are safe. This place was pressurized at some point. It must have taken months of work to establish this lab. And just weeks of corrosion for it to fall into ruin. It looks like Minae was gathering those mineral skeletons, studying them. What secrets have you uncovered, Minae? How were these strange silicon spheres worth all this? Hi, True. That's true, that's a good point. The text could still be procedural generated. I definitely want to have a look at some devlogs or something if there's anything about this game, because this game really hits a sweet spot for exploration and simplicity for me, and also like a reduced interface that doesn't get boring. We got a sample candidate of the crystal cylinders. Yeah, basically, let me close this window, please. We only move around with this compass, and we can scan for points of interest. And then we can move from point of interest to point of interest. We have a couple of buttons. This one is for a power tool that we only need when we want to travel strong waters. We have a quick travel behind this button that ports us back to our base. We can collect samples that then go into our inventory. And these items in the inventory have different effects on me. I can put them into my system, and then you can see on the little health bars of my oxygen that it gets refueled for that little white bit. And each item provides different value. And some items have effects on the map when I drag them onto the map. Yeah, and basically we play as a diving suit. We are the diving suit. The person that is talking to us is the pilot, is the person inside us. And we are the AI of the suit, as far as we know. Yeah, we want to collect and scan species. You see, when I click on a creature, creatures are identified by these 4 dots. Then you can see at the bottom right how much data we have gathered on them. But I think gathering the data is more a side quest thing. So we have the main quest of figuring out where our co-worker Minae went. And even the collecting of samples, what I'm doing right now, is like a little... I mean, mini game is too big of a word, because I basically just have to adjust the angle and then click those 2 buttons to lock the sample in. But it's... I don't know. It's engaging for me. Yeah, minigame with no challenge. It's really just for that little dopamine hit of, hey, I've collected something. And now our inventory is full, which is a shame. And yeah, I have 2 health bars. I have the power health bar and I have the oxygen health bar. And so far I've run out of oxygen 3 times. I've never had any issues with power yet, but that might come in other areas of the level. A melted module. These modules are so rapidly melting away. Are the blooms microbes metabolizing the metal itself? It looks like another diving spot, the dark opening. Let's go there quickly, because oxygen is low. Actually, I should have eaten first. Okay. Steel passage. Minae must have laid this under the lab when she constructed it. The water is clearer here, shielded from the microbial clouds. Hidden workshop. Machines glint in the dark. Papers and tools lie still on silt-speckled surfaces. It is as if the scene has been frozen, captured in time. This is not just a lab, it's a workshop. She was building something down here. It's a suit. It looks like she was modifying an old atmospheric heart suit. How deep was she planning to go? These are verified for beyond 1,000 meters. I'm going to see what I can pull from the notes and documents here. Some of them are still partially readable. The lack of water flow must have kept them in good condition. She was definitely speccing the suit for use beyond the drop-off, modifying it with the silicate skeletons. Artificers, she calls them. Exoskeletons of nanofibrous goethite. The pressure resistance of their exoskeleton is unprecedented for a biological material. That would take the depth rating of the hard suit well past 3000 meters. Incredible! But why go over the drop-off at all? What was pushing her forward? She was incredibly driven, desperate even. She mentioned sending ROVs down to the abyssal plain, cobbled together from bits of the base. All of them were lost, and her work on the suit failed. That's where the notes seemed to end. The most recent document mentions another way. Did she make it? How? The suit was so close to completion. Why abandon it? We have to make that dive. If I can fix up the suit, we can take it over the drop-off. Perhaps Minae managed it. We need to follow. I can do this. We can do this. Let's get back outside and call in the drone. Whew. So 3000 meters. For comparison, we are right now at 28 meters. She wants us to call in the drone, but maybe I don't want to. What if I want to go out explore? It really is. I mean, we are on an alien planet. Someone is missing, and we are just trying to understand the ecosystem to basically stay alive and figure out what could have been so interesting that the other person did all this extra stuff. And I think if you want to, you can go relatively quickly from main quest to main quest. And if you're like me, you can explore a little bit more and try to find out more about the ecosystem. I'm not sure I'd pay the full price. That's like 40 euros, but we got it on sale for like 3 or something. And that's definitely worth it. Abandoned nest. This nest once protected this lab module, but now it is clogged with growth. With the colony gone, we could sample its structure. Nest fragment. This is giving a lot of oxygen. I like. Okay, well this is another dead end. I mean, it's really great to have the option, you know, one time I want to explore and one time I want to have the feeling of making progress. So it's great when a game can do both. What I'm missing in this game so far is like finding a random fun part. Like I didn't stumble upon like a treasure or something, like something that's not vital to the mission, but is fun. Oxygen going away quickly. Lots of these bubbles I don't have any use for. Not sure it's even worth stopping by to get the sample. Wait, I can... Ah! I can feed this thing. And will make a path for me. Looks like I'm just going back to base. There's no other pathways here, is there? Oh, and we're running out of oxygen. I'm not sure I can make it somewhere. Oh, there's a big safe area. White sand. A million tiny grains. Perhaps the broken down remains of their silicate skeletons gather here in soft, sparkling waves. Yeah, would be fun to have a random upgrade that's optional to find. New species logged. I call these weavers for those beautiful nests and bubbles they weave. What would we do without them? There's a couple of ways to go now. I could go more north, or I saw another point of interest down here. And I'm fairly out of oxygen. Just more rocks. Burn hole. Scorched into the rocks, this white crater reveals layers of broken stone and something smoother, shinier below. I gotta make a little bubble around it. I'm really bad at judging how far the bubble will get. Yeah, it's definitely worth those €4. Okay, I guess I've explored this area. This might have been the other hole. Should go back and reuse my safe stones. If they stayed. 'Cause right now it doesn't look like. Something to eat. More to eat. Yummy skeletons. Honestly, I'm enjoying the game so much I might buy the art book to give the devs some more money. And to see how they imagined all the creatures they are writing about. Okay, we have been on this path. I guess it's really time to get picked up and go back to base. Yeah, I was already, the cover of the game looks nothing like the gameplay. Okay, my pilot is talking to me. Glad to see you're back online. Sorry for the rush, but we've got to move. I've been going through Minae's notes from her lab, and from what I can tell, she attempted a free dive over the drop-off. That's why she left her suit behind. She must have opened it up and descended. I know what you are thinking. There's no way she could free dive thousands of meters to the ocean floor. But that's what she did, willingly, and we're going after her. We need to dive now. I've been working on the suit and it's almost ready. I've used sections of Minae's failed hard suit to modify our suit. Now it's a full atmospheric dive suit. Internally, we should be able to maintain 1 atmosphere of pressure for me and that casing of yours. It'll work just like before, but our depth rating is massively increased. We can hit 2, maybe 3,000 meters. The suit is in the bay, so load whatever samples you need. I've marked the drop-off on the map. We can dive there directly and search for any evidence. I have no idea why she would do this. It's suicide, but she seemed to believe she could do it. Get ready to go. I'll be waiting. Okay. First things first, this is a new sample, the nest fragment. See if there's anything to get here. Updated. Anything else we can get? All locked that we can lock right now. What I wanted to say is that I'm not sure I like that the cover of the game looks so different from the gameplay. Like, yeah, I do understand that you need to sell people in the game and provide some sort of vision in the head, you know, but I don't know. I'm actually trying to come up with an alternative cover in the same simplistic style as the interface, and well, I don't like it. I mean, the cover looks very much like, you know, Subnautica. I was expecting some Subnautica type of game. We got a new log. We are at 3 of 8. What just happened to her? You have a cat? I hope you're okay. Personal log 3. Finding that laboratory in the bloom. It is almost like working with Minae again. I still have some good memories of Kepler 62F. Hours diving beneath the ice in that crystalline ocean, sampling the mineral deposits that Minae claimed were evidence of life. No synchronized rhythms in the lab, working silently but in concert. Laying beside her in the too narrow berth, its creak of pack ice rattling down the base spine. But those moments come with unwelcome ones attached. Ones of Minae's quiet judgment, her deep sadness, her flaring anger. For a few short months, that subglacial ocean was ours, blocked from the universe outside by 5 kilometers of ice. Its secrets were our own. But then, Minae had other secrets too. It seems like I will never escape her secrets. Here I am living among them, drowning in them, picking through them in search of answers. Oh, I have to read left to right. Okay, I can do that. Exactly, and Subnautica is not my thing. Oh, thanks for typing it again. I did like Subnautica. I've never finished it. I need to go back to it at one point. So there's the drop-off. A little pentagon, or rather big pentagon. And there's still a lot of stuff to find in the bloom. And all around. So I'm calling these side quests. I think Subnautica can also be as slow or as fast as you made it to be. There's also some... It's also a generated environment partially, so you can be lucky with the placement of things, I think. I'm actually not going to do the drop-off today. I will try to finish some taxonomy in the east area, I guess. It's actually working out the way that if you do some side quests and then focus on a main quest thingy, it's perfectly like 1 hour. So it's really good pacing too for me. So we got our big plot point for today done, and so now we can do some side questing. In a less dangerous area of the game. Like here we don't have to worry about oxygen at all, because we are able to filter the water around us. I forgot what I need to do to open that barrier. Does that do anything? No, it doesn't. Well, maybe some of these samples can also only be acquired once I got a cutting tool. I don't know, the map showed something in the middle of this water, but there's no way there. Maybe in the other direction? So far I also have all of these creatures mapped. Now I'm wondering if the sample candidate markers on the dive map will stay forever to indicate where I can obtain which items. Go into this strong current by using my power suit. What happens if I turn it out while being in the middle? I cannot move anymore. Okay, got it. creature tracks. I know that I need to do something in here to scare certain animals and then click them. I've not quite figured out what exactly it wants me to do. They are very hidden. There's one. Burrowing creature. And I need one or two more. This might be the sample we need. Chitin plate. A shard of chitin plate left behind by a segmented worm. But we also still need to click one of these creatures again to get full data. I wonder if just moving around is enough. There's one more. No, it's the same one we had. I really want to be done with this creature. Oh, right, there's been a big structure over here too. I totally forgot what's up with that. Oh, I think it was another closed door. Right. Yeah, no going there. So it might be even a complete waste of time to explore this now when I have to come back with more tools later anyway. But I hate not being done with certain aspects of a like taxonomy entry, I guess. There, I saw one. I moved to the north. Finally. I'll name these pillar worms. They seem to have burrows all over this place. I feel confident in porting back to the base. Well, not always, but I've already came back once to get this task done and gave up. So now I was really adamant about it. Yeah, I think there was one dot over here that's gone now. Still, there's this spot down here that I haven't gotten done. The shimmer blooms. But I finally was able to analyze this sample. Probably the new samples too. It's a shame we can't see the percentage in here. It's only when you boot the game that it tells you your percentage of taxonomy cleared. But I think I'm done for today. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the game club if you got the game too. Would be fun to talk about it. Thanks for hanging, everyone. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.